It is my pleasure to introduce Denver's Manager of Aviation, Kim Day, who is helping to drive this work. I've known Kim since even before the first day she took office as the manager of DIA. I sat on the search committee that interviewed and recommended Kim to be Denver's manager of aviation. Kim and her entire DIA team are hard at work every day to enhance DIA's economic impact to our city, region, and state. Kim has embraced the airport planning process, and she understands the unique opportunity before us all. She has worked closely with me and my leadership team on developing a long-term vision for the airport, which today stands on the cusp of a new day of prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, I could not have asked for a better partner when it comes to realizing Denver's aviation prominence and continuing to grow our opportunities around the world. Kim Day simply gets it, and we're very fortunate to have her in our region, in our city, leading our aviation experiences and opportunities around the world. Join with me in giving a mile-high welcome to our Manager of Aviation, the one and only Kim Day.
Well, good afternoon. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. And thank all of you for giving me this opportunity to come here today to talk about my favorite airport, Denver International. And thank you for your interest in our airport, which is one of the most cherished and critical assets in our terrific, vibrant, and fast-changing metropolitan region. I do want to take a moment to express my heartfelt thanks to Mayor Michael Hancock for his steadfast support of me and the airport. Mayor Hancock brings an ideal combination of leadership and partnership, and we would not be here with so much good news today if it were not for him. I'm very proud to lead a strong, creative, and thoughtful team at the airport, but our work would not be possible without the insights and responsiveness of the best boss in America. So thank you, Mayor Hancock. And may I ask all of the DIA employees in the room to please stand so we can recognize our exceptional team. I'd like to start this talk on the state of the airport with some reflection on the late Carl Sagan, one of the most inspiring thinkers and astronomers of the last half century or so. Carl Sagan taught us about our place as human beings in the universe. By helping us grasp the scale of the universe, he helped us to see the importance of taking care of the planet and of taking care of each other. Sagan brought plain, simple thinking to abstract concepts like infinity, black holes, and time. But as much, he helped us to peer deeper into the outer edges of that universe. He was also a champion for the scientific process. In science, Sagan said, the only sacred truth is that there are no sacred truths, and all assumptions must be critically examined. In fact, if you took Astronomy 101 at Cornell with Carl Sagan, what he wanted more than anything was that his students think like scientists. Carl Sagan's class for beginning astronomers was as much about the scientific process as it was about the moon and the stars. And I know because I was there. I was one of Carl Sagan's students at Cornell in 1976. Sagan was such a powerful and charismatic professor that if I had taken Astronomy 101 as a freshman and not as a fifth-year architecture student, I might be working around telescopes today rather than jumbo jets. Sagan demonstrated a profound understanding of logic, of scientific logic, that still resonates with me today in the work that we do at DIA. We plan, we evaluate. We plan, we hypothesize. We plan some more. We imagine worst-case scenarios, and we plan for them. Even following the kind of stellar year that we have just experienced, we take nothing for granted. Carl Sagan left with me another lasting impression about our place in the universe, that we are connected to all that is out there in deep space. And just as important, all that is out there is connected to us. This is also our core philosophy at the airport. We are not a lone planet. We are deeply committed to positive, meaningful relationships with all our partners, our moons, and our solar system. We're integrated with Metro Denver, the region, and with the state. We pride ourselves on our positive relationships that we have with our airlines. We work very hard to understand their needs and then to meet their needs with our overall model. We work hard to improve the entire experience for each and every one of our passengers. And we work hard with our concessionaires to make sure that the airport provides a viable business environment. Is there a scientifically proven set of ingredients that can guarantee success in managing and growing one of the world's busiest airports? I'm not sure, as there are so many variables that can impact an airport's viability. We operate in a fast-changing economic climate. We don't know what hazards might be lurking around the corner, from national economics to international politics, from the price of jet fuel to major airline mergers. Not murders, mergers, sorry. That was not Freudian. Or even basic consumer confidence. At DIA, in case you didn't get our message, we take nothing for granted. But I can report that we are as well positioned as any airport to absorb whatever new challenge might be waiting for us. And that's due to our methodical approach to planning, combined with our deep recognition that we do not operate alone. Let me share a brief recap of some of our highlights from 2012. We inaugurated new service to 3 international destinations, Reykjavik, Iceland, Mexico City, and Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. Iceland Air's hub in Reykjavik provides connections to major cities across Europe and destinations across Scandinavia. In addition, the flight has essentially created a new market. In 2010, only 300 people traveled between Denver and Reykjavik. Just 2 years later, more than 9,000 people took the same route. There's ample demand for Iceland simply because it's now easy to get there. Mexico City is now more accessible with the inauguration of flights by Volaris last December, providing more access to one of our important business partners. And new service to Punta Cana was introduced by Frontier in 2012. This is Denver's first ever nonstop to the Caribbean, and it's certainly an easy way to escape to the beach. 2013 will bring more excitement in terms of air service. United is scheduled to begin flights to Tokyo and an easy one stop to any place in Asia later this spring. In early June, they'll begin new service to Fort McMurray, Canada, the heart of oil and gas country. This is the first ever nonstop from Fort McMurray to the United States, and Denver will serve as the gateway to these passengers to the more than 180 destinations that are now offered nonstop from our hub. Looking ahead and looking south, we are now hard at work at securing service to Panama City, Panama, which provides unparalleled options for reaching destinations across the growing South American continent. Yet, even as we tout all these destinations, we cannot forget the airlines who have continued to serve Denver's market over the years. Southwest continues to find success in the Denver market since its early entry in 2006 and has now grown to nearly 160 daily departures. And Great Lakes, our 4th busiest carrier in terms of operations, continues to provide important service connecting many small communities to us through the Essential Air Service program. And in September of this year, British Airways will celebrate 15 years of providing nonstop service between Denver and London. The industry was quite different in 1998, and we're delighted that British Airways has continued to find success in this route. And how did we land these routes? And why are other international carriers courting us? Because we've achieved competitive cost for them, because our model works, and because we're a viable airport in a dynamic economy with vibrant tourism offerings. At the same time, we continue to care about the quality of the airport experience, and that means eating and shopping. Some changes in our concession mix are beginning to become visible, like Elway's Steakhouse and Udi's Cafe and Bar. Both are strong Colorado brands. This year also brought 3 new wine bars, including local operator Crew and global Vino Volo. Not quite so visible, but underway, is our premium value program for our concessionaires. This program rewards our top performers with new leases and ensures that we will have dozens of additional opportunities for new and existing partners. Over the next 3 years, more than 100 existing restaurant and retail spaces will be transformed with new and improved products and offerings for customers. That's about 75% of our existing locations. We will be seeking a better blend of international, national, and local brands and operators, like some of our recent selections: the Tattered Cover, Express Spa, Dunkin' Donuts, City Walk, Wetzel's Pretzels, and Steve's Snappin' Dogs. Thinking of passenger experience, we're aiming to improve what we can on the way to the terminal, as well as once you're inside it. We'll get sharper and more focused with social media to aid your pre-airport experience. We'll soon have QR codes in every restroom so travelers can scan the image and quickly report any maintenance issues. Pet care at DIA, it's under discussion. Child care at DIA, it's not under discussion. We do know our limits. The next improvement is not quite so easy to see, but DIA is yielding clearer skies and generating less noise thanks to our collaboration with the FAA and our other partners in implementing the NextGen program. This allows for continuous descent and ascent for inbound and outbound flights, and in the process, reduces fuel burn and the associated costs. This new technology increases capacity for us and for all of our airspace partners: Buckley Air Force Base, Centennial, Front Range, and Rocky Mountain airports. Our airlines like it, our skies like it, our neighbors like it. Around the terminal itself, it's hard to miss that giant hole in the ground that's just south of the Jeppesen Terminal. As the mayor said, RTD is busy building the commuter rail line to DIA, and our team is hard at work on the Westin Hotel. It will be framed out to the 8th floor by the end of this calendar year. Our hotel opens in 2015, which is our 20th anniversary year, and Fast Tracks begins connecting us to downtown Denver in early 2016. In the coming year, you'll also see more visible interaction with our neighbors. We're bringing in all of our partners: CDOT, DRCOG, FAA, RTD, our regional government entities, our neighbors, our airport partners, the state, everybody, to work on planning on and around DIA. DIA is an asset for all of us. It's not just a Denver asset, and we want to make sure that everyone is at that table. You'll also hear discussion of a new long-term financial plan for the airport. There's that word again, plan. Why a new financial plan? Because we've outperformed the old one, a 10-year financial plan that we drew up just 3 years ago. And in 2025, just 12 short years from now, our bonds from the original construction will be paid off. And we need to anticipate what that means for the entire financial operation of the airport. What do we do with that money that has been going to the bond payments? Well, here's an idea to consider. What would it mean to the airport's attractiveness if we suddenly became one of the lowest cost airports in the country for airlines to use? Do you think that might make DIA? The airlines are applauding, thank you. Do you think that might make DIA a more appealing attraction, a destination for you? It's a legitimate option for us to consider. And if that's not the definition of paradigm shift, I don't know what is, because if you will remember, when we opened, we were one of the most expensive airports in the country. But we're now 18 years old, that's right. That airport out on the edge of town near Kansas is a maturing adolescent. And it's a good description of how we feel, because we're nearing the end of our teenage years and we're setting our sights on full-blown adulthood, planning for our future financially and developmentally together. We're planning with our public and private partners on a regional basis and with our stakeholders, the airlines, the concessionaires, and our passengers. We're planning with a keen understanding of the volatile business that we are all in. And fortunately, we're planning with a strong foundation underneath us. So let me bring us back to Carl Sagan and the cosmos. Ever witty and colorful Carl Sagan once noted that if you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe. Think about it, it's true. The apples, butter, flour, sugar might make you feel like you're making a pie from scratch, but an awful lot of work has already gone into the ingredients that you bring home. We never lose sight of that at the airport. We are here because of the work, the planning that has come before us. You imagined and invented the universe that we have at the end of Peña Boulevard. And it's our pledge to take those ingredients that you gave us and make the most of them through good stewardship, responsiveness, imagination, and entrepreneurialism. Sustaining now and in the future our shared vision of DIA as a world-class airport, serving the needs of our communities, local, regional, and global. Thank you.